Hello, YouTube world. I know this is kind of a bad idea for a first video, but whatever. I just would like to go over first. I will be mentioning throughout this channel that I have a second channel, and it is true, but I'm not going to be saying the name of it until I private or delete all of those videos because, to be honest, that was just a bunch of we don't think of those times, okay? Deal? Deal. So, one of my most hit videos was Risk. How to play Risk. The thing was, I didn't really teach how to play Risk well. So here is step-by-step tutorial on how to play Risk correctly because I've been playing it a lot for the past couple of months. I'm a weird person. Okay, so the first thing you do in Risk is there is a pile of cards. Now, what you're going to do is first take out the ceasefire card and the reference cards. Now, we'll get to these later. Just take those out for now. Now, here you have the rest of the deck. So shuffle them up, pass them out, facing down, obviously. So, then you pass them out, and then you may look at your cards. Now, pick a color, whatever you want. And so, right now, I'm just picking two teams, blue and red. So, as you can see here, the red team has East Africa, or whoops, did that opposite, okay. The red team has North Africa, so North Africa is their territory. Now you're probably wondering, what does that star mean? That means you put one troop on there. Now some cards have 2 stars, meaning you'd put 2 troops on there. So let's just like, Western Europe, you'd put 2 troops on Western Europe, wherever that is over there. Now, you have 3 different kinds of troops. You have the man with the musket, the guy on the horse. I know this is like infantry. I know they have different names. I'm not one of those nerds. You guys can complain about it in the comments, but you have infantry, this guy, so he is 1 troop. Let me focus, there we go. Then the guy on the horse, he is 5 troops, and this little cannon is 10 troops. So, oh gosh, darn it. Sorry, so, 1 troop, 5 troops, 10 troops. There. Now, so what you do is with these cards, like I just said, you put your troops corresponding to which cards you have. Now, why is it not zooming in? This is stupid. Anyways, so, let's just say red is going first. So on the very beginning of your turn, you get 3 troops, no matter what. You get 3 troops to place wherever. So, let me just grab a couple of dudes from in here. So, you just put them wherever you want. Also, that little bar up here, depending on how many territories you own, you get like 12 to 14 territories, you get 1 troop. These are territories, each thing. Now, usually, you don't get to use that if you're playing with 4 or 5 people, but usually when you're playing 2 people, you actually get to use that. And then, also, these numbers on here, if you own this entire continent, which means you get 2 extra troops at the beginning of your turn. So, once you place your troops, then, also put your cards back, put all your cards back in the deck, and so then you take a card, alright, on to the next thing. Okay, battling and attacking. These are the dice. Well, obviously. So, the defender gets red dice. The attacker gets black dice. So, since I have 4 here, I can use all 3 dice. Now remember, if you only have 3, you can only use 2 of the black dice if you're attacking, because you can only move those troops out of your territory. You have to leave at least 1 behind. Keep that in mind, because I mean, if you do that, how are you gonna, So, anyways, so since you have that, now usually I don't know if you have to do this. I don't know if it's really in the rules, but apparently when you're attacking, you're supposed to put troops in wherever you're attacking, so we're just going to use that as a reference, or we're going to use that as a reference. We're going to use that just as the example. So now the attacking dice has this. So 3 attacking and red. So let's roll them. So roll. So here, got a 3. Okay. Oh, so all right. So when the defender has a matching dice, that means you lose one. So you put that back in your pile of troops that you have. Now, if you were to get one more, if you were to get a higher number than the defender, then they would take away their troop, leaving it as your territory if there's just one. Now, let's just say you have both die. Let's just say you have a roll to 5, and then you have a 3 and a 2. You would both lose a troop because a tie, if there's a tie, the defender wins. So if there's a tie, the attacker loses an army. And then the next die, if you win, then the defender loses an army. So that's how that works. And then I'm pretty sure that's it. If there's something else, why don't you guys tell me? And then obviously, if this number is bigger than this one, you get the point. So moving on. Once you've attacked and taken over your territory, at the end of the turn, you are allowed to move troops to another territory. So let's just say you took this guy out, and you have a couple troops over here. As long as this is connected, you can move this one territory. Only one. Remember that. You can't, maybe you can. As long as it's connected, I think you can move it along, but you can only move that amount of troops once. Like, you can't move some troops here and then move these troops over there. You can only do it once. Okay? Alright, so, I think that's basically it. Oh, right. Also, okay, so once you've done your turn, attacking, you pull a card from the deck. So, let's just say you have, alright, I got Siberia, whatever. Even if you don't own Siberia, it doesn't matter. All that really matters with this card is the stars. And at the beginning of your turn, you are allowed, if you build these up, you can turn these in, and you get, so let's just say 2 stars, you get 2 troops, and it's pretty obvious right there. Now, at the end of your turn, so when you pick a card, the ceasefire card is put just in the middle of the deck. Usually if you're playing with more people, you'd put it lower in the deck because more cards are getting pulled. With less people, you'd put it higher up in the deck, common sense, but it's face down. Once this is pulled, you are allowed to use this whenever you want. So if you want to end the game and you have the ceasefire card, put it down, game over. And now, reference card, it's basically says itself. It just tells you what I just tell you. Place a troop, your troops, see the other side, getting new troops, then attack, maneuver your troops, draw a card if you can, and then getting new troops at the beginning of your turn. Take 3 new troops from the off-board pile, then check the game board to see if you can get any bonus troops, which is like that, or turning in troops for cards, And then check the game board to see if you can get any bonus troops. Yeah, controlling 12 or more territories, controlling 1 or more continents, turning in territory cards. Yeah. So basically, that's it. That's how you play a game of Risk. It's a better instruction on how to play it because my other version kind of sucked badly. Now, this is a channel, I tried animating stuff, but if I can't do that, then it's just a weird channel where I just do tutorials. So, what board game do you guys want me to do next? Excuse me, if I have it next. So, yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave in the comments down below what you want me to teach you how to play next. Bye.